Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ahmad Zaki Robani. Welcome to my presentation research. Today I will presentation about my research. The title of my research is the EFL students' perception of teaching materials used in grammar class. Well, we are going to the outline. Here we have introduction and literature review, and the last is methodology. Start from chapter 1, Introduction, Background of Study. Selecting the teaching material related to the student's need is one of the factors which can help students to learning English grammar easily. In language learning, teaching material is important as one of the language input. Teaching materials are not only the written materials, but also unwritten materials that a teacher delivers in the process of learning of the class. According to Pangasti 2016, the important role of teaching material is to achieve the learning objective. There are two classes of grammar course in the ELED of Private Islamic University of Yogyakarta. Those two classes have different teaching material according to the purpose of each class. The first is Capital Selecta on Grammar. This class provides the student to learn grammar in the first semester, and the second, Capital Selecta on Linguistics. Next, the objective. This study investigates about the EFL students' perception of teaching materials used in grammar class in English Language Education Department at Islamic Private University in Yogyakarta. According to the explanation above, the relate to the researchers' experience in the grammar course, there are many issues in learning grammar. The teaching materials used by lecture in grammar courses are not interesting. Besides, while the lecturers has the creative teaching materials, but they cannot deliver them in interesting method, it can also affect to students' motivation of learning grammar. Well, this is my research question. The first, what are the EFL student perception of the types of the interesting teaching materials in grammar class? Second, what are the EFL student perception on the aspect of the interesting teaching materials in grammar class? Significance of study. This study will have several benefits for teachers, institute, institution, and other researchers. For teachers, the teachers will know and consider the students' perception on the selected teaching materials by the teacher for teaching and learning process. The teacher also can help the student to be more motivated in learning because they have know the students need in the teaching material. And, and next, for the institution, this study will give the information about the student perception on the teaching material that that they like. For other researchers, this study can be a resource for other researchers who want to conduct the study about teaching material or to develop teaching material according to the student's need. Okay, we are coming to chapter 2, literature review. Teaching materials. According to Panenstats in Prastovo 2011, the teaching material are material or materials arranged in systematic lesson, which are issued by teacher and learners in the learning activity. Teaching materials are all of the kind of the forms of materials used to support teacher or instructor in exploring teaching and learning activity in the class. Okay, types of teaching materials. According to Cosnander, uh, 2018, also expressed that in terms of its objectives. The teaching materials design consists of three groups: presentation materials, reference materials, and self materials. According to Suyanto 2014, teaching materials can be obtained from various sources, including in the form of textbook, student books, teacher books, CD, flash, card, poster, research or study resort. Okay, next, the aspect of teaching materials. According to National Center for Competency-Based Training in the Ministry of National Education 2007, the aspect of material in teaching material for the student are expected to be studied as a means to achieve a standard of competence and basic competence. The materials are refers to the cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. Okay, next, teaching material for grammar class. As teaching material are able to explain both in written or unwritten form. There are many of the rules in the teaching and learning process, especially in the language learning context. It also happened to the material. Teaching material also have important rules stated by Koningsron 1195. Okay, the next slide is review of related study. We have 4 points to find teaching material used by the teacher in grammar class, qualitative research, case study design, and interview and observation. The last chapter is methodology. The design of this research is qualitative method because it will be appropriate to be applied when it will investigate research participant perception, opinion, idea, or belief. Hence, this method will both the collected data and answer the research questions. Research setting, this university provides the student to learn English grammar in these first years. There are 2 classes of grammar course in this department. Maybe that's all for me. Thank you very much for your attention. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.